Good morning. Welcome. Good morning, Trace. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned you were going to travel. How was the trip, man? And I was kind of absent yesterday also. I started late. I had a whole lot of computer issues, and they took forever to fix. My computer, actually, I created the problems. I was trying to improve my FPS, and it was just a, you know, show. So, but now I'm back. It took me quite a while, but I'm getting like, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm basically getting around 60 FPS. And by the way, I just noticed that I'm not showing my Apple CarPlay, which is something that changed with my latest. Where is it? Right here. All right, that should work now, kind of, which because it's changed for some reason. Gotta quickly. Oh. Kind of fixing here, just quickly. Oh wow, what happened? Let me try to go. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. We'll do that later. There we go. Kind of fixed. My Apple CarPlay just, I don't know, reset it itself. There we go. New York can be a lot of fun, or it can be a pain. Madison Square Garden. Nice. Did you go to the museum? Yeah, right. Because why is it not showing now? Oh god. Amazing. There's always something here going on. Oh, now you can actually see my gauge turning on and off. Okay. What in the world now? Why is it not showing my RPMs? Gosh darn it. I tested yesterday. Everything was working fine last night. And then I start the live stream and it decides not to. Is it telemetry? Not telemetry. Close off. Oh, they seem brighter because you just saw them go off and on. Just about the same. Okay, I think now we're getting RPMs. I see at 2000 RPMs there. There we go. RPMs are RPMing. The tachometer. I posted one time a video like that I showed the features of my simulator, and I said RPM gauge. Oh, people were so angry that I said that. It's not an RPM gauge, it's a tachometer. You wouldn't believe the kind of hate that I got. All right, so let's get going. And that's weird because I'm getting 60 FPS, but still looks a little bit choppy to me. No, the lights are the same. I think the reason why it feels brighter, it's just because you saw them go off and on again. Because when you see how dark they get, you can actually like tell the difference that they're off. All right, is it working? Everything's working now. Apparently. Dude, it was a nightmare over the weekend. And I don't know, it still seems a bit choppy. The frame rate doesn't seem to be at 60 FPS, but it is. Hey Ian, how much did the whole setup cost? Like everything that actually works. So, everything that actually makes this simulator different, meaning the car, you know, that was about $300 in car parts. Then I spent another $400 in wood, metal, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's weird because it is choppy. And I'm at 60 FPS. And it wasn't choppy last night. Maybe it's when I'm live streaming. I don't know. So annoying. But in any case, now I'm going. So about $700. And, you know, the 400 will cover like wood, carpet, metal, the electronics that make the buttons work. So every single button here will work in a good day. You know, so about $700. It's not too expensive. People think that's gonna cost you like, I don't know, $12,000. That's why I put in the title of the live stream sometimes. Hey Border, welcome back, man. Choppy, and I think I'm choppy as well. Yeah, my camera is also slow. It was doing well yesterday. I don't get it. Let me just stop for a second here, because I think it's very choppy. Even me. I did, Brian, but it wasn't for so long like today, like I usually go. I had some computer problems, which I'm still kind of facing, and everything just went bananas. Let me see. Well, it's working well in the source. So the source is fine. It's basically here in my OBS. So let's deactivate for a second. Let's reactivate. See if it gets better. It's a little better here. Yeah, this one is better. Oh, nice. So check out my tutorial job, Hustle. I have a tutorial on the red button. The red app with the play button. Okay, this is better now. Smoother. but I think we're gonna have to just survive with the choppiness on the game because I don't want to restart the game here. And now SimHub stopped again. Gee, what the hell? That was not happening yesterday. This is a whole new problem today. It feels like just you fix one thing, another one breaks, and that's a new thing. God, what is going on here? So how much the cost, the setup cost? It was about $700, about $300 in car parts, and another $400 in metal, wood, carpet, electronics. Okay. Again, it's back on. I don't know what the heck is going on here, but let's go back to the game. And camera's still good. Kind of good. It's not perfect. I don't know what's going on, dude. It's just... Oh. Break. Hey, Bojidar, Georgia. So the navigation here is... I have the same Volvo in real life, the S60R. And the navigation for the real car is completely different than what I have here. So I'm gonna run very quickly over what you need to do. So essentially what you need is you need to get the screen removed, the original screen. You need to add another like LCD screen with a controller that has HDMI, and then you can use a Raspberry Pi running Open Auto that will run Apple CarPlay. This isn't a real car. It's a lot more involving, and it's actually kind of complicated, but it works. It's not like, you know, I do have Apple CarPlay in my real car. In the simulator, it's much simpler. In the simulator, all you have to do is put that same LCD screen connected to your computer, and it's running an app called SimHub. So it's a lot simpler. It's definitely not as hard, and it takes much less time. So in the real car, it's more involving. One day I plan to make a tutorial about that, but it's a lot of work. I don't think everybody's gonna think it's worth, but I certainly did. It's super choppy. Gosh, I don't understand. Like, I fiddled with my settings the whole weekend, and I was getting 70 FPS, and as soon as I start the live stream, it just goes down about 50, but it's not even running 50. I'm pretty sure this is lower. It shows 52 FPS, but it's choppier. Oh, thank you for the follow, Beth. Thank you. I hope it's not too choppy for you guys. I mean, it's choppy for me, so I can only imagine after compression and streaming, that'd be very choppy for you too, but I promise it's usually not supposed to be like this. I'm gonna try harder and try to fix it. Yeah, it's lowering now to 40 FPS. And it's not a computer. I mean, it's the computer, but it's a powerful computer here. Hey, hello from the US. Hi to the Netherlands. Abel, what's the total cost? So I usually break down the cost into what makes the simulator special, which is the car itself, so the car part. The car parts was about $300, and then you add another $400 in other stuff like Arduinos, wood, carpet, metal to get the steering wheel connected, firm, you know, all of that. So all in all, around $700 will get you a simulator like this. Obviously, I'm not talking about total cost with the TVs, with the, you know, the computer, the wheelbase, all that other stuff. But any simulator in any capacity will have to have a PC we'll have to have a monitor, we'll have to have at least one wheelbase. So that will cost as much as your budget allows. I've seen people with car setups like this that did not spend a single dollar in car parts because they had the car laying around, it was going to the crusher or whatever. Then they spent about $400 in, the wood, metal, and electronics, like I just said, and they had the computer and monitor. So it's like a smaller monitor. Sometimes it's not as powerful PC, but it works just the same. The reason why my computer doesn't work too well here is because I'm running triple 4K. So, and it's been quite demanding on the computer, and for whatever reason, it got worse once I fixed the processor. Because it's super choppy. It's not even close to what it was just a few days ago. Hey, red leather. Oh, it's a stop sign here. Yeah, but it's pretty bad. I don't know if I restart the game, it's because I left it on all night. I'm gonna take this cargo and I'm gonna restart the game. Maybe that will do it. I don't know. It's pretty much just annoying at this time. Sorry about all the rants today. I've been fighting with the computer over the weekend and it was working fine. Thank you, Rage. Game for Android? No, sir, it is not. It's for PC only. As I think I'm gonna change this radio here. Go to Spotify. Let's put the other one that I think was a little better. Go back to this. There we go. You could. I don't drink, but you could drink and drive. Again, I forget that when I leave the screen on this game, it stops working. It's so frustrating. I'm so frustrated right now with the something. Which core is doing the work here, because it just seems that it's not the right one. It's the right one. Just a cache. Yeah. Hey, Itchy. How are you, bro? I'm still struggling here, dude. It was working perfectly last night. I started live streaming today, and I tested live streaming in private yesterday. I don't know anymore. It's super choppy. Like, it's working, the camera is smooth now, but it's still choppy, and it says 60 FPS, which shouldn't look like this on American Truck Simulator. But it's like, it's almost like I'm playing a photo here. I think I gotta restart the game. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I'm almost going back to my old processor, which is not even this powerful. It was playing nicer before. Yes, it is. It's as an admin. I downloaded an app called, and you just saw me using it, the Processor Lasso, and it did improve a lot. Like, even my Apple CarPlay wasn't working well yesterday. Like, even that stopped working for a while. It wouldn't update. The screen, every time the game would be in focus, that would be frozen. And then you'd leave the game and back to normal. Now it's working normally, but I don't believe the FPS it's telling me right now. I think there's something else going on, because it's showing me 56, 60 FPS, which for American Truck Simulator, it's quite smooth. Rage 64, my friend, I did just pull the parts from a junkyard, and you're in luck today because there is a tutorial right where you are in the red app with the play button. So you can watch a detailed tutorial on how I built this. I try to be as detailed as possible. However, I did not finish the electronics tutorial yet, that, teach how to use the buttons in a real car. But that it will be coming, I promise. I think as we finish this delivery, I will restart the game, because maybe that's it. Maybe because I left it running overnight just to test. The computer was right out crashing last week. I stopped the crash because I found the problem. The problem was that the video card, onboard video card that was running the Apple CarPlay was not playing nice with the 9950X 3D and the parked core thing. So once I disabled the motherboard's GPU, or the processor GPU, it stopped freezing, but it's still like not ideal. Really? The stem hub? Oh man, these are the things, like, people have no idea, like how, and I always wonder if it's just me. I literally spent Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday, a good chunk of last night, not during the day because I was working, trying to fix the computer. And then I tested last night. I played alone here, not live streaming, up until like 1 a.m. And it was working. I had 75 FPS and it was super smooth, just pretty nice. And then I start the live stream. It gives up. Yeah, Rage, I think that's what I'm gonna do, man. We're gonna park here. I'm 1 minute away from this delivery. And then we're just gonna exit Truck Simulator and go back in. I'm not gonna restart the live stream because I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is something else here. Oh man, yeah, same thing here. I did not try different video encoders. That's a good idea. I might try it on OBS. Because the thing is, and I took a very methodical, at least that I like to think, approach. So I tested without OBS open, and I got to like 75 frames. When I opened OBS, and DT Studio Live, it went down to 65, 70 still, like, give or take. But it's still good, and it wasn't OBS. But I might need to try a different encoder. You're right. Only if you're downloading, Troy? That's even weirder. Yeah, mine here is just like, I don't know. And then the screen on the 4090, I was running here with the 4090 and it was still choppy. So I bought a video card. Like, there's an external video card now for that thing. Yeah, Nolan, I hear ya. But I think my computer is also, because I see other people playing. And I have a 4090 with a 9950X 3D. I mean, let's be truthful. It's like 5090, yes, it's faster than mine, but this is one step down. Not like I'm running like, an awful simulator. Yes, Spotify, thank you, Itchy. It's from a real Volvo S60R. Wow, but look at this. I'm gonna restart the game, I don't know. Hey, Poo Poo. Nice, man. watch my tutorial. That's all I can tell you, man. And it'll get you, instructions on how to install everything. I'm working on the electronics tutorial, but I've got the hardware. So, a little too much. We're gonna have to fix it. But it's gonna be an easy parking at least. Thank you, Willet. Yeah, I know, Nolan. It's not the graphics card, and I like to think that it's not the processor. Like right now, I'm running a 9950 X3D with the parking cores working. I know they're working. I tested it. Like if I put on the other core, it will go slower. If I put on both cores, it'll go even slower. So if it's going for the Vcache cores, it should be working quite well. As we are about to turn green, there we go. That was a nice parking. See? Let's put the parking brake on and let's disconnect it. Thank you, Apo-san. I am late. I'm very late because I was testing yesterday. Oh wow, I got $0 because of being so late. I'm glad I didn't have to pay for it. So, okay, let's do the following. Just bear with me for a second. So we're going to exit the game. And we're going to reload the game. All right, so we're back. Oh, I don't know. Itchy, are you still here? So if you're here, like I did try the lossless scaling app that you were talking about. But every time I try the lossless scaling, because of my triple TVs, it just goes bananas, like bananas. And I watched some tutorials on how to get lossless scaling working with triples, but none of them actually quite work. So I just had to give up on that one. Let's restart the game here. All right, so there's an update. Maybe that was it. I am running the beta. Huh, okay, let's see. Let's get the image back to its right size. And thank you for hanging around with me. I am so sorry. This rig today, it's decided to throw it up in the air. Okay, World of Trucks has detected new game content. Really? Didn't connect it yet? Okay, let's register. Thank you, Meow Meow. You can check the tutorials and build one for yourself, man. Oh, that's amazing, Foo-Foo. I will get the USB stuff on the tutorial channel, man. VHA or Venda. So the setup costs about $700, broken down in about $300 in car parts. And then another $400 in wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos. I have a bunch of Arduinos here. Thankfully, Arduinos are pretty cheap. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Arduinos here. That's quite a few. So let's go back into the driver's seat and see. If you press the honk, yes, it will honk. However, not with the honk here because I didn't connect with the honk, but I do have a button here on the steering wheel that, wait a minute, put this back. That will honk. All right, so let's see. It's still at 50. Yeah, it's still choppy. Am I choppy as well? No. My hands are actually moving. Yeah, Well, we'll just play. Let's get some cargo and let's do our thing. Maybe no, I don't think it's the quality here. I mean, everything is on high because maybe let's take some of the shadow quality down a little. And let's go. Let's get a job. Great market. All right, so where are we going? So let's see here. Let's drive too far. I don't want to go to Montana. Go Texas. Texas sounds good. Let's go south. And let's go. Gotta get the parking brake is on. Yeah, still choppy. It wasn't about restarting the game, and maybe I have to restart the computer. It's super annoying. I have all the DLC states, the official ones. I don't have any modded states. Peruna 69. The problem is I'm getting very low FPS here in American Truck Simulator, and that's actually quite, strange because I have a very powerful computer. I have a 4090 with a 9950X 3D. Granted, yes, I know I'm running 4K on triple screen, but I should be able to hold about 60 FPS comfortably on American Truck Simulator, even on 4K triple. Ohio. I think I have Ohio. If it's launched into American Truck Simulator, I do have it. Yes, otherwise the car wouldn't move, or the truck here in this case. V-Sync, Farhan, that's a good question. I think I tried it on and off, but I'll show you in a second. You just park here. I'll check that. I think I left it off. How does it work? So essentially it's a bunch of Arduinos connected just like a glorified button box. You just get the trailer here so I don't lose it, and we'll get going, and I'll check the V-Sync. Trailer is ready, right there. I did try the FPS limiter, and I think I have it. I'll try to lower it to about 60 FPS. Because 60 is fine, like with American Truck Simulator, not a big deal. I'm not playing like Call of Duty. This game can, behave pretty well at 60. Let's get the trailer attached and get the job started. Let me see if the V-Sync is on. I think it's on. If it's on, I'm going to try to turn it off. Yeah, turn it off. Disabled. And the FPS limit is about 120. Let's go down to 62, 60. 60 is good. I can live with 60. Really, I'll have to type? I hate that. Okay, 60. Apply. Yes. And we got it. Fix here the screen again. All right, we're back and let's go. Let's see if it improves a little bit. We're getting 54 FPS. Well, still below the limit, so it's not going to change that much. We'll see if it, because it should be smoother at 50. It shouldn't be like this. Yeah, no, it's not. I can still feel the choppiness. Can I exit through here? I think I can. It's main, by the way. It did cost about $700, $300 in car parts, and another $400 in electronics. Thank you guys for the flower and the other stuff. Fufu, thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't see that before. It's just, I am so annoyed right now with the choppiness. Are we gonna be able to fit? That came from there. Gotta open up the turn here. Was it hard to build? It wasn't hard, but it was a lot of work. And there's a tutorial on my profile. If you follow the breadcrumbs, it'll take you to the red app with the play button, and there you'll find a detailed tutorial. Let me try something here. Let me change the processor. Do I have anything open that could be causing a slow? No. Let's close off my navigator and this needs to be open. Let's change to both. Let's see if that will do anything. Thank you, Zane. Salutations, SNDSW. I did, Farham. I love ChatGPT to try to troubleshoot stuff, and so I did try to troubleshoot using it. It gave me a bunch of things to do, and I did them, but I still, like, as you can clearly see, not doing so well. Thank you, Zane, but today I am having a bad stream day. We'll have bad hair day. I have a bad stream day. I changed now to both processors. Just about the same. Yes, Skellies, I did. So I built it out of a junkyard car, and I worked on the electronics to get all the buttons working. Essentially, just made, like a homemade simulator here, but I do have a tutorial if you're interested in learning how to do this or just curious. My GPU is running at 90% right now. Karuna. Do I have MSI Afterburner? Yes, I do. Thank you guys for helping me trying to troubleshoot. So you can kind of see the GPU load right now is at 90% and the CPU load is at around 32%. it is a bit smoother now. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's a bit smoother. It's not perfect, but even at 50 FPS, it's going a little bit smoother. I'm slow down because there's a police officer. I don't want to get a ticket. What am I driving? I am driving a Volvo VNL 2014. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it is a little bit smoother. So I changed the CPU. Instead of going only for the cache, it's also going to the frequency now. But it should benefit from going only to the cache, which was what it was set before. Task manager, performance, GPU, as I have to burn while ATS is running. Does the GPU usage hit 90? Yeah. It could be a limiting factor, but I did manage to run around 60 FPS before. And like right now, it's a little less choppy. I don't know if you can tell that after I changed the CPU priority, it's still running the same number in terms of FPS, but it's not going as choppy. Still choppy, but not as bad. I'm quite happy with the Red app right now. There's a lot of people there. Yeah, no, I think the GPU load is at 90 some percent because this is coming from MSI Afterburner. So you're on the Red app with the play button. If you, I don't know if you're watching on the vertical stream or on the horizontal stream. If you go on to the horizontal, you'll be able to see the numbers here. I don't know, it's a bit too far if you're watching on vertical. So this number is from MSI, so it's doing 90. It's still bottlenecking somewhere, because if it was at 100%, then I agree, the game, you know, just can't with 4K. My guy tired? Oh, that's a different yawn. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be able to see the number. But these numbers here show what's going on with the computer right now. So it's not temperature either, because the CPU is at 70 degrees. The GPU is at 56. So it's pretty reasonable. Oh, nice. You're also playing. That's pretty cool. 677. How far are we? We are about 30 minutes. Ooh. Oh, gonna have a train passing. Nice. Yeah, Gage, I'm trying to fix mine because I am having very low FPS. But it's alright because I have you guys here with me. Well, I hope you have better luck than I have. Well, if you're not running triple 4K, you should be fine. The problem is when you run triple 4K. I do have what people can consider a monster. Hey Wade, how are you doing, man? I'm good. Okay, clear. Clear. No, not clear. There's a car coming. Nice. Yeah, can you imagine? I'm running a 4090 with a 9950X 3D, 64 gigs of RAM, and I'm getting 52 FPS on a triple 4K. I know, first world problems, but okay, this car's starting. I'm just gonna go, otherwise I'll be here forever. Victor, so yours, it does run if you run a single monitor and 1080p. It should be fine. Mine here is just pushing the limits a little bit more because I am running triple 4K. If you click on the full screen button that looks like little brackets on the Black app, you'll be able to see the whole setup. So you'll understand why my frame rate is so low. Nice, Wade. It's fun. Yeah, that should work a little bit, Farhan. I might do that. Lower the resolution scale. That just bothers me, you know. I shouldn't have to do that. But yes. And I don't have any heavy mods here, as my driver is getting tired and I need to stop for a rest. So I'll stop for rest and I'm going to lower those settings just to improve on the live stream at least performance. How many turns can you or your wheel do, Lenny? So Fanatec lets you do unlimited, so you can set up as many as you want. But you're in Kansas? I think we're pretty close to each other then, Gage. So Lenny, I don't remember what is set up. I think it's set up to so it should be running whatever the game is running here. And I can verify by looking at the camera and watching that the ratio that the steering wheel is turning is the same as the game is also turning. Is it real? No, it's a game. It's a real game. Driver's getting tired, and it's funny how the window dims a little bit, like he's starting to fade into a nap. How did I make the cockpit once? So I have a tutorial. You go to my main page there and follow the breadcrumbs. It'll take you to the red app with the play button, and in there you'll find a detailed tutorial, 45-minute long tutorial. It will teach you everything you need to know about building one of these, and I'm making the tutorial for the electronics. This is Euro Truck Simulator. It's the American version, man, but it's basically the same thing. Does everything work? Yes, sir. The speedometer, I use an Arduino for the speedometer, Aaron, and every single button here does work. There is not a single button here that is for show. Every single button works. Basically, what you do is you just make a button box out of the real stuff. You were thinking about starting with a BMW E90. Yes, Aaron, that's a good one to start with, and you should find code online. Check out my other videos. You'll see a BMW E60 that I did, and it looks nice. I'm not a big fan of BMWs. I like them, but I prefer Volvos, as you can clearly tell. Where am I? I am in Central Florida, and in-game, I'm not quite sure. Thank you. Or to follow, Michael? I think that's what you meant. Updated drivers? Yes. I spent literally the weekend scouring the internet for drivers. I updated my BIOS. That's how far I went into the updating game. A C30. That's a nice car as a first car. You don't like it? Well, maybe I'm biased because when I was younger, they were like super cool. Like the interiors were nice. Gotta stop for a rest here quickly, but I'm gonna lower a little bit the scale. It's not as bad as it was a few minutes ago, but still, like, even at 40, see, it runs, it's not the number, it's something else. Alright, gonna have to back in park here. Gonna go straight here. Put on that parking spot right there. Driver booster, I'll check into that. I've been installing anything people tell me to install and see if it improves anything. Yeah, the motherboard is new. Alright, that was a good parking. Can't complain. Not perfect, but pretty close. So before I sleep in game, let's lower a little bit more here and let's put about 75%. Let's get the SMA too high. And let's get the anisotropic filtering. Oh, it only takes effect once you restart the game, so I'm not going to change that right now. Reflection, mirror quality, I'll leave those too high. Let's get the shadows a little bit lower. The TV is on the wall, Matthew. No, actually the TV's, there's a little like desk I made behind the dashboard, and that's what holds it. Yeah, now it's at 60. Kind of feels like it's just holding firm 60. Like the design of the shifter. Yeah, man, the shifter is pretty cool. It's an original Volvo baseball, and this was only available in 2004 until 2007. Oh, I gotta rest. Let's parking brake, engine off. Oh, I'm gonna need fuel. And let's go. There we go. Let's get fuel before we go. Yeah, it's better. Not perfect, but it's better. And I'm limiting to 60 FPS, so I might raise it up a little bit. But still weird. It's not feeling like 60 as it does usually at 60. And that's what's troubling me. I don't think it's an FPS problem. I think there's something else going on. So I'll have to check with ChatGPT later. Or if you're with ChatGPT on there, you could try to tell it like the 60 doesn't feel like 60. I don't know how to explain. Let's put fuel. Now you'll notice that the light will turn off. There you go, lights off. Carmen? You thought I had triple monitors, not a TV. I have triple TVs. There's not a single monitor in the world that is large enough to fit the whole dashboard across. You think it's a VSync problem? Maybe I can turn VSync back on. Turn it back on. Enable. All right, let's get the engine started. Thank you, Harmon. Open up the turn here a little bit, otherwise I'm gonna crash the trailer. That wouldn't be fun, would it? Would it? Yeah, it's feeling better. Not what it still feels choppy, and it's like locked into 60 FPS right now. So, but it's way better. It's way smoother. I'm gonna stop complaining right now, and I'm just gonna play it again. Maybe I just need to learn that I can't put everything in the highest resolution until they launch like a 6090, because the 4090, it's still not there yet. And I don't think it's worth to get the 5090 yet, because I think the gains are not that big, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll know. Yeah, but it's much smoother now. Not perfect, but still 95% there. I'll let it be. Oh, I didn't like this one. Let's go to the next one. Well, thank you everyone for watching the live stream and mostly watching me rant. Oh, thank you, Trucker. Thank you for letting me go. Thank you, dude. Yeah, it's... Stop rambling. Stop rambling. As the day is dawning here in game, I think the day cycle here looks so pretty. This game is not the most advanced graphically, but it looks so nice. It looks very pretty. Mohammed, how much did it cost? So it did cost about $300 in car parts and another $400, give or take, in metal, wood, carpet. In my tutorial on the Red app with the play button, I break down every single cost. I usually say 700, but I don't remember exactly. It's like 700 and some dollars. Let me get the limiter. Yeah, but I'm like, it was just 57 for a second, so oh no, I don't need to do that. Let's get the limiter up to about like 80. 90. 90 is fine. Let's see. Stay there. Hey, dude. Don't do that. I'm not having a good day. You shouldn't just do that. I increased Farhan to 80, but it's still holding at 60. It flew away. Yeah, the physics is not the best. You're on 75. I am on, I don't think I'm on I-75. I am on I-83 South. I'm headed towards Texas. Yeah, 70 FPS right now. That's way better than before, but I think it's because we lowered this graphic setting so much that it's just not as pretty. But you know what? Whatever. What? Yeah, it's it's very strange. Most of the behavior here is very strange. Old Hunter, is it hard to connect the dash panel to the PC? So, Old Hunter, if you get a Volvo, there is a very good tutorial that will teach you step by step how to do that. And it needs to be a Volvo at60 P2 platform from 2005 to 2009. It cannot be the 2004. So that is very important. And then it will work just fine, and the tutorial is super easy to follow. You should be able to get running, no problem. I'm doing a delivery, Cindy. I have a I'll show you in a second. I have a tanker right now. Let me go outside in just a second. There. Do you think an Opel will be good to connect? I mean, it'll be great to connect, but you need to code your Opel. Every car uses a language called CAN bus. And CAN bus is different, sometimes even from different model years of cars. So like I was saying, if you get a 2004 Volvo, it won't work. It needs to be a 2005 because they changed the code from 2004 to 2005. So that's where the trick lies, getting something that somebody coded, or if you're good and no programming enough to code yourself. So that's the catch. Thank you, Cindy. I was expecting the airbag on the steering to pop up. Why? It didn't even crash. Oh, you saw me crashing back there, Helder. It'd be cool to have an effect, like an overlay. I think I'll look for that, Helder. You just gave me a good idea. An overlay that I can press a button here and it will overlay on the image, like the airbag popping up. That's a good idea. I might even try to use AI, like create a green screen of an airbag popping up and then I put there. That's a good idea. Oh, a bug? Yeah, but my GPU is not that new. I bought it like a year and a half ago. And it was a fine, man. Prices of GPUs have been crazy for a while now. But there was a point last year or a year before that GPU prices went down a little bit, and I was able to snag this 4090 for $1,600. Not cheap, but it's way less than $2,500. But that's a good idea, Helder. Oh yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, it's fairly new. Do I need to do something, add some cable to connect to the PC? Yes, Old Hunter. So, like I said, just check the video on the tutorial and you'll see. Let me get the notifications on because the Black app, the TT live streaming, will not detect that I'm live streaming and I'm here. Sometimes will just cut me off. But it's much smoother now. Like, it's not too bad. I can play. And I'm thrilled. Like, I hope I would get more followers on the Red app with the play button. I see a lot of people watching. You guys can subscribe, That would help a lot. Thank you. Those that are subscribing and following. Thank you, Old Hunter. And liking the live stream. I think the like is very low today. I don't know why you guys are not liking enough. There's a lot of people watching it. Hit the like button there. Let's get that number a little bit higher. You usually get about 10,000 likes on an hour and some live stream. Let's make that happen, guys. I've been having problems with my computer, so that'll make me feel better. I know, very superficial, but it'll make me feel better. Thank you for the likes. I see the likes, just popping up there. Does the speed meter monitor really work? It's really good setup. Yes. You mean the speedometer here? Yep, it does work. I figure you're now on the horizontal stream, right? So you can actually see in detail. You can actually see the gauges working. And they work, like surprisingly well. In the gauge here, like every single thing works. I don't know if you guys can see, there's an orange light. You can't see the orange light because the steering wheel is right in front of it. But when I pull the handbrake, the lights turns on. Like if I use the turn signal, you'll see there's the blinking. Let me get a little higher here. Ooh, don't crash. Yeah, there you go. There Oh, your 2003 S6X. Oh, I just blew that stop sign. Out of the gate. XC70, yes. Connor, very similar interior, man. The XC70 is so cool. The center console is a little bit different. They had those handlebars for holding, but it's pretty cool. As we are entering Texas. Welcome to Texas, folks, where everything is bigger. Stopped by a train. Oh yeah, you're Blaine, right? You're also Blaine. That's pretty cool. One time I had a glitch where the train stopped and it just hung there. I had to log off the game and get back on, and then the train was gone. But I waited for like 20 minutes, far longer than I should have. It was the first time that it happened, so it was like, maybe it's normal, but 20 minutes, that's not normal. Have cruise control. Yes, Farhan, let's turn it on. And if you're watching on horizontal, you can see the buttons here. So on the top of the steering wheel right here where my hand is touching, this is where the cruise control button is in the Volvo. So I can turn it off and on. And I can use the plus and minus to increase the speed. Like right now it's 75, so I'm increasing to 75. And there it goes. I think 75 is going to be a little bit too fast for the twisting turns here in Texas, but we'll just live dangerously, I guess, because I'm going to leave it at 75. The rumble. Do a pull. Dude, it's loaded, so it's heavy. I don't think it's going to go too fast. The other day somebody told me, like, try to drift, and I know the truck won't drift, but I tried to at least do a donut, and I could, even turning off the traction control. Oh, there's a stop sign ahead. What's the top speed I ever went in game? I think the top speed I went was like almost 100 miles an hour. Really, dude? You're not gonna let me in? I think about 100 miles an hour. Let's wave to the police officer. Hey. I should try Euro Truck. I will eventually. I just have all the DLCs here on the American Truck Simulator, so that's why I'm kind of like stuck here, if you will. The B70Rs, dude, they're hard to find nowadays. Even the S60s. I have an S60R in my garage, the real car, not just the simulator. And it was hard to find, especially with the Spaceball manual shifter. But it was definitely worth, man. It was worth it. It's my garage queen. My car has about 108,000 miles. And it's tip-top shape, especially the interior. Destiny, this is a game. You should try Assetto Corsa. Rob, check out my videos. You'll see that I actually have more videos playing Assetto Corsa than American Truck Simulator. American Truck Simulator has been a new thing for me. And the reason why is because it's a little bit easier for me to chat with you guys while live streaming on American Truck Simulator than, you know, racing on Assetto Corsa. Thank you, man. Joshua. Oh, Man, my day's going a bit weird in terms of live streaming. I've been having some FPS issues with my games, and I can't find the reason why. It's not the computer. I have a very powerful computer, but for some reason, it's just not having it. How much does the game cost? I think it's like $20. If you find on sale on Steam, you can buy it for less. The problem is buying all the DLCs now. You gotta wait for when the prices go down. And like 4th of July now, or those days usually they give better prices, but still a little bit more than I'd like. Thank you for people who are liking the live stream. Oh, the S80. Yeah, the S80 is nice. I did have an S90, 2018 S90. Rob, how much did the simulator cost? It did cost about $300 in car parts, and about $400 in carpet, wood, electronics. And obviously I'm talking about the cost of what makes this simulator special, because like any simulator needs a PC, a wheelbase, and a monitor at least. So that is up to you. Your budget will limit, or it will tell. Like in my case, it's overboard. I spent a lot of money on my PC. I have a 9950X 3D with a 4090, triple TVs here set up. So it is very expensive. But that doesn't mean you need to go expensive also. Show you my good tricks? Oh, look. That's a trick. That's a nice party trick. This is another one. Yes, my mic might be muted. Rob, thank you. The wheelbase I have is a Fanatec Club Sport DD, and I will check that link. Dysfunctional. Thank you. And I was muted as I was talking and moving my hands all around. Thank you for that, Rob. Thank you, Louis, for the follow. Thank you for the likes coming my way. I hope we can get to 10,000 likes this time. I just got to park the truck for a second. My daughter needs help with a 3D printed item that I just got from the printer. So bear with me for just a second while I fix it, or try to. There we go. Nice 3D printed alligator. Came out of the printer, still hot. All right. You're welcome. Thank you, April. Would you let me in, please? Thank you, sir. Does the AC work, AC channel? So the buttons do work. I can use, for instance, the temperature knob here will change the camera on the passenger side, on the driver's side. I can click this button here, it will also change the camera, but sequentially. The on and off will turn the engine on and off. This one will get the parking brake on, but it does not blow air from the air conditioning. And the reason is pretty simple, actually. I am indoors. I am inside my home office where I do have a big fan duct aimed at my head here. And so I don't need it. And I'm in Florida where what it means is air conditioning is on like all year round. It's always hot. So I don't really need air blown from here. But I did think in the past about turning it on just for, you know, for fun, especially because people usually ask if it's working. Like everything else is working, even the power seat, the electric power seat is also working. But that is the, let's say, the only thing that's not working in this car. Thank you for the follow, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys on the red app with the plate button subscribe. Thank you, April, for subscribing. That is very nice of you. Does the radio work, Jonathan? Yes, it does. So I get the music from the computer and any audio from the computer. It goes to the input here and it plays on two speakers that are inside the dashboard. Right now, I am using my headphones, so it's not playing through the radio, but it does work, yes. Oh, the music is playing. Maybe it's a little bit too low, but yeah. There's music. Just leave it low. Oops. It's on the red app with the play button, and you can find it in my main page there. You know, where usually you can press and take you to places. I can't say the name of things, otherwise they restrict the live. Jonathan, how much this setup cost me? About $300 in car parts and another $400 in carpet, wood, metal, you know, that kind of stuff. This is how much I spent to make the part that makes this simulator unique, right? It's the car, not the wheelbase, the monitors, the PC. Those you can spend as much as you want. No, it's not real, it's a game. Am I using cruise control? Sometimes I'm not using right now. When the speed limit is changing so much, I'd rather just use, you know, the accelerator. But like for now, I can turn it on and just go on a cruise control. Like right now, it's on cruise. It doesn't self-drive, so I don't know why I took my hands off the wheel, but thank you, notification. Sometimes it looks too real that I get restricted also. They think I am just driving. As the speed limit goes to 75 miles an hour now. So now I'm using the buttons here on my steering wheel to go to 75 miles an hour. And if you're watching on vertical, please know that you can hit that little brackets icon on your screen and it will show you the whole setup with the triple TVs and all. Really? The live stream or probably just your VPN, right? Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with my live stream. And we're going fast now. Boys and gals. We're about 75 miles an hour. Texas is a wild place for speed limits. At least in game. I don't know if that's like this in real life. But 75 miles an hour on a twisty road with a truck. Thank you, Kroos. It's Kroos Motala. It's a game. Reese, how much did his setup cost? About $300 in car parts and another $400 in metal, wood, carpet, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're right, Biggs. I do. Not only on the left, but on the right as well. Both sides, actually. You guys are only seeing that side, but I see this one too. But it's mostly for you guys on the live stream, because for me, my eyes are so focused here that I don't really see that. It doesn't bother me. And the TVs are so big that they cover like most of my view, you know. Got the music a little lower. Too much music. Oh yes, Reese. Right here. If you turn your phone sideways and go full screen, you'll see the passenger seats. Thank you, Kroos. You can check out the tutorials on the red app with the play button. If you guys are interested. LBL, yes, I do. I am actually commuting to my home office right now. I work from home, and you know, I don't drive to the office, like physically. I might as well drive here, right? See you there. The guy moving a little bit. The speed limit is 75, my friend. Go. Can we pass him? I don't think we can. I'm flooring it. Thank you for the follow, Jovena. Thank you. I don't think we can now. Can't pass now. Right when I was ready to go. You've asked that, Victor. I told you. It will run. I think so, yeah. That depends more on your internet than your computer. 7,500 likes. Come on, guys. We can get to 10K. There's 120. If everybody just hit that button like 100 times, that would go crazy. 40 megabits per second? That should work, yeah. Unless you're live streaming in multiple places at the same time, that should make things harder. That'd be insane. I'm not in a real truck, however. I'm in a real car. I mean, there's no car here around me anymore. It's just the interior. As I'm trying to pass this trucker here. Oh yeah. How very. Sorry, probably just. Is that a Nissan Dash? No, this is a Volvo Dash. How do you connect it to the screen thingy? It's just HDMI, so there's a screen here that runs an HDMI. Thank you, JB. Make sure we don't clip anybody. Yes, it's actually 3 massive TVs. I have 365-inch TVs around me. So if you go on full screen on horizontal there, you click the little brackets, you know, button there, the little white brackets button, you'll see the whole setup. Nice, Meg. ATS is a lot more fun than people who never played will ever know. Like it's very good. I always thought, like, what's gonna be fun, like driving a truck, and it's a lot of fun. I gotta say. Yeah, simulators can get very expensive, but you can do like budget builds. Thank you, Christian. As I'm going through the rumble, you can get a budget build. Like if you buy a used wheelbase and like a simpler, use a desk setup and stuff, that shouldn't cost you too much. Especially if you have the PC. If you don't have a PC, you can still play, and some games will have pretty good. Also, like on PlayStation, like there's a few racing games there you can play, or Xbox with Forza Horizon, that kind of game. This one is called American Truck Simulator, Christian. Antifreeze on the window? I don't think I can. There's a mod that will add no to the game, because I don't think it comes in the vanilla. Thank you for those who are hitting that like button. I see we're almost at 10,000 likes. I really appreciate your help, guys. And thank you for the follows. How fast can the truck go? That's a good question. I have a trailer attached. I don't think it can go that fast. Hey, Dan. What's up, man? The 7900X. That is a good GPU, man. You should be able to run pretty well. Especially if you're not running 4K on triple screen. That is the truth. Oh, so we're delivering to the gas station. I don't think I've ever delivered to the gas station. I am in Texas right now, and I'm just about to deliver this cargo here. I think it's right here. Yes, it is. Let's see where I need to park the truck. Oh, it's just the easy one. And it's dead ahead. Alright, so where is it? Oh, right here. There. Let's go a little bit towards the right here. Almost to the curb. Oh man, you gotta check the map. That'll be easier for you, depending on where you are. And gotta turn green. There you go. Green lights. And let's detach it. Excellent. And we got money out of this one because the previous cargo, I had $0 because I was so late for that delivery. I was testing the game like quite a lot, and I got like $0. So let's find another job on the freight market. Abilene. a short ride. Ish. A wind turbine. Let's take that. Thank you for those who are hitting that like button and sharing the live stream and also following. I really appreciate you guys. And appreciate you guys on the red app also with the play button. You know who you are. But that's a pretty good FPS, man. I wish for half of that. A Nissan Xterra. Yeah, of course, you can, man. I remember when the Xterra came out, like 99, 2000, I think. You can make any car simulator. Hey, Navi. Thank you to those who are following and also liking the live stream. We achieved the goal of 10,000 likes. Oh, I'm cutting my corner here. A bit too close to the other car. Truck is light, so it's fast. Because I don't have a trailer. You thought it was real for 20 seconds? That's good. So, mission accomplished. What am I driving? I'm driving a Volvo VNL 2014. We're a little bit over the speed limit. We're gonna turn like a little bit crazy here. Nah, it didn't work. I pulled the handbrake. Didn't quite work. Womp womp. Vestas. How much was everything? So everything doesn't really help if I tell you. I mean, I can tell you it's a lot of money. But the part that makes this setup special was not a lot of money. It was just about $700. And the reason I say that is because what makes this simulator special isn't the fact that I have a triple screen setup. This is actually pretty common in SimRig world. But it's the fact that I have a working interior. And that was about $300 in car parts and another $400 in the other stuff like Arduinos, carpet, wood, metal. Everything that makes the simulator unique was $700. Yes, it was a lot more in my case, but I also live stream and I create content here and on other places that I can't say the name, otherwise they get me like banned or whatever. All right, let's patching. All right. Oh, Marco, you got the first one today to say that. You were the first one to say Hadouken! Buy a car. Marco, congrats, man. I have 4 cars. Didn't have the opportunity to say that this live stream. I have 3 cars and a minivan. A very cool minivan, mind you. That without, I wouldn't be able to have the setup. Because I got it. I got all the parts and the minivan to bring from the junkyard. I gotta get one of those sounds that goes like ding, 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 ding. Ooh. Sorry. Yep. You're gonna crash into me? That's on you. S60 V70, yes sir. It is. It's either, but it's from 2005 to 2009, and this one in particular came from a 2005 S60R. It has a GPS pop-up display. Yes. How do I get CarPlay? Go to my main page there. Follow the breadcrumbs, and you'll get to the red app with the play button. And it does have a tutorial there, and you can download it and use it on your simulator also for free. Yes, the GPS pop-up, it still pops up, but I have to manually pop it up. Like there is a button here that holds. How many miles on the dash? So 110,000 miles, 522 miles. Oops, as I blow the stop sign here. I'm pretty heavy. And if you go full screen there, you'll be able to see that in detail because it's showing on the screen. Yeah, it is heavy. Whatever this is a wind turbine, I think it said. It's pretty heavy. I can feel the truck struggling. I'm exiting here? Yeah, I'm exiting here. I agree. I think the facelift interior looks better. Yeah, I agree. It looks good. You're right, Jonah, but it looks better with the facelift one. I also have in my garage a real 2005 Volvo S60R with the Spaceball. And a fun fact about this Spaceball came from my real car. I found a brand new one on the internet, and I put the new in the car, and I put the cars here. Yeah, no, this is the other one, the HU850. This is the premium one with the Dolby surround. It came from a Volvo S60R, so it has a premium sound. CarPlay with SimHub, yes sir. And the dashboard is available to download. It has different functionalities, so you can watch your PC information. You have a home screen there that is very choppy right now because my computer's decided to go bananas. You can see the music that's playing, a bunch of stuff. Is that fan working? No, there's no fan inside of here. The buttons do work, but no fan. Oh, you can find it on the internet, Jonah. There is a company that sells, it doesn't have to be in Finland. It'll deliver it to you. It's a little pricey. I gotta say, I paid $400 in the brand new shifter knob. This wasn't too bad, but it's, the blue stitching is gone, and you can't see the numbers anymore, like the 1, 3, and 5, and here the 2, 4, and 6, and R. They're gone. Like, they're smooth now. They're very faint. But if you search on the internet, you'll find it. They still had it brand new. You make the steering wheel, I made the Volvo steering wheel connect to the Fanatec. I don't have a Logitech, I have a Fanatec Club Sport. And there, where you are right now, you can find a tutorial on how to do that. How to connect a real car steering wheel to a simulator. Yes, there are numbers here. It's very faint now, but you do have the gears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and reverse. Just like we have here in the bottom. Oh, I think you got a 2004. So you only had in the knob. I think in the 2004 they had like a sticker here with the gear marks. I don't remember. About the airbags, somebody was here. I don't know if they still are, and they were talking about like the airbag blowing off, and I had an idea. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna try to find like a green screen airbag popping, and every time somebody says that, I can try to find a button here that will superimpose like the airbag blowing. That'd be fun. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, guys. Do I drive a custom car in game? Can imagine it being weird handling wise. No, it's not weird at all. I'm driving a truck actually, not even a car. I'm driving a Volvo truck, obviously. Still fun. Doesn't feel weird. Yes, it does have feedback, Farhan. 12 newton meters, in fact, of feedback. So much so that I have to tone the force feedback down, because otherwise it's too heavy and it's not realistic. Cars and trucks have power steering, so it's not realistic. And I drive mostly cars, not like race cars. Yes, Jonah, I think I do. I have in my garage right now 3 Volvos. All of them are S60s, but 2 are modern SP8 platforms. So one is 2020 T5 and the other one is 2022 T8. And I have my garage queen, which is the Volvo S60R 2005. I only drive it on the weekends, or when I'm doing like, fun rides, not when I have to do things. It only has 108,000 miles on it for a 20-year-old car. That's not too bad. Thank you for the follow, guys. Is this a video game, Casey? Yes, it is. Called American Truck Simulator. There's a lot of people that will say that they're playing games and driving in real life just to kind of fool the algorithm. I'm actually playing a game. Thank you for the follow. So did you rip out all the interior from another Volvo or you bought it online? So I ripped out myself. So you go to a junkyard called Pick and Pull, and in Pick and Pulls you bring your own tools and you get the interior out, and you spend a lot less money, like a lot less money. And so that's what I did. The game is called American Truck Simulator. Nice. GTA Online. I do play GTA 5 here on the simulator also. With mods, you can actually play using the steering wheel and the shifter. No. Yeah. Glad you noticed. 400,000 kilometers. Nice. That's pretty good, man. I think they deserve to go. And that's why, like, it's not that I don't drive because I don't want to put the miles. It's just that I want to drive when, to enjoy, not just to go from A to B. How do you get cars in this game? I'm having trouble finding it. Damn, I never installed the car mods in this game, so I don't know. I know that they will release an official car thing here. So you have a P3 Volvo also, nice. They are tanks. They last forever. I've seen cars, a lot of Volvos with over 500,000 miles on it and still rocking. Oh, the driver's getting tired. stop in a few minutes for a rest. Yep, I gotta sleep. Can you control the dashboard lighting? So Volvo has the dashboard on at all times. So the lights are on and they're max brightness. The reason why you're not seeing so well is because I have triple TVs here, with a lot of light. I have 2 extra lights to illuminate the dash, and all of that light gets the camera exposure a little bit wacky. And that causes, the interior, like real lights in the car, to show pretty dim. So every single light is on, but it's not easy to see on camera. It's easy to see here. Don't read the chat and drive. Yeah, man, you should see some of the videos and some of the crashes I had because of reading the chat. So that proves the point. Don't chat and drive. What pedals do I have? AL. So I am using Moza because they sent me the pedals. They work. They're not the best. They're not the fanciest, but they work. How did I do that, Alex? I do have a tutorial on my main page there. Oh, let's just go for a rest. It's just so ridiculous. It gave me a red light violation and it's a green light. But it is what it is. Where's the truck entrance? Oh, I think... Where's the truck entrance? It's not there. Yeah, we passed it. We're gonna have to go around. Might need to go for a U-turn. Let's go crazy on a U-turn here. You guys are not gonna report me, are you? How do you use the blinkers? Just like in the real car. You use the stock. There is the entrance. See? I did not see that. Does the suspension settings work? The buttons do work, so I set it up like if I click advanced, I go into the cockpit, and comfort will get the trailer detached. But I can do whatever I want to do with the buttons here. They're all mapped, and the hazard also works. As we're parking here our truck, let's get the middle parking spot. And if you're not following, consider following. I do have tutorials on the Red app with the play button if you're interested. Very common question is, how much did it cost? So it's a lot less expensive than people usually think. About $300 in car parts and another $400 in metal, wood, carpet, that kind of stuff. Have you ever placed a SIM card in the phone? That'd be very fun, man. So no, the reality is I gutted out most of the electronics from here because I made the buttons work. So if I press 4, it goes to the left. Press 6, it goes to the right. 5 goes back to center. Yes is enter. No is escape. Clear is backspace. This is the left arrow, right arrow. The asterisk here actually is a button that I mapped for a functional that I use to put things on top of the screen. I use for live streaming a lot. Then, yeah, the climate controls buttons are all mapped, so I will turn off the engine by hitting the on and off AC, and now the engine is off. I can actually, like, let me turn the engine on again. Lower the driver window by hitting the seat heat. So now I'm gonna go down, and I can go back up, hitting the defrost window button, and to the right the same thing. Lower and up. What else? Like you guys saw, the hazard button work. I can change camera by hitting the air circulation, or I can use the temperature knob here. What else? The buttons down here also work, so they do different things, but mostly are system related stuff. Like I can control the Philips Hue lights. Go back inside the truck, it's very loud. Philips Hue lights, I have one that stops and plays the music, so if I click, the music just stopped. The radio works, but the radio is connected to the sound coming from the computer. Oh yeah, the wheel. It's a truck. Truck wheels usually shake. What about the buttons on the steering wheel? Yeah, all of them work. So if you go full screen now. You hit that brackets button, you'll see the horizontal screen. You'll be able to see the triple TVs and all, and you can see the buttons here on the left and right. So let me go to the next song. You just click next. I also mapped this button here, the plus and minus volume sound. I'd prefer to use the volume knob, but I use this to change the information on the screen. I can just use the button. Also, the cruise control works here. The plus and minus go up and down in speed. What else? The wiper, obviously, wipes. I don't know if you can see the wiper stock, but it does the wiping thing. The clock for the turn signal also works. High beams, and the light will turn on down here if you're watching the horizontal, or if you're watching the full screen, the vertical, you can actually see the light just came on here. It's gonna go off now and on again, off and on again. I was driving It's Bobby for about 2 hours. I am finishing the live stream now, unfortunately, but you can follow. You can check out. I'm here every weekday from 8 till about this time of day, and I do have tutorials on my main page. You can check out a lot of my videos that will show you some of the stuff that I'm showing. If you go full screen now, I'm gonna run through quickly about all the things that the gauges do, and you can actually see that in detail. So the gauges have all the stuff working. So here's my GPU temperature on the water temperature. This is actually showing what game miles is left, so about 1,300 miles to empty tank. Odometer is working. The end there shows the gear, so first gear, second gear, third gear, and so on. What else? The time is working. It's 9:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 68 degrees is Celsius, actually showing Fahrenheit, but this is the temperature of my CPU right now that I can actually go here and see. Hovering around 70 now, but this takes a little longer because temperatures don't shift that fast. The gauge is not programmed to do that, and I can't change it myself. How do I know the ID for the high beam, traction control, ABS, STN? I found only the high beam. I don't have the ABS one and the traction control yet, but the high beam should work on your code. Hey Chris and Bree Gaming, how are ya? Sorry, didn't see your message. I don't know if you're still there. Where are more tutorials? Yes, Daniel, I am making. I'm sorry, man. It's just a lot of work, and I like to take my time, and I still like to live stream, and I have to work my real life job. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm actually recording the tutorials for the electronics. I hope to release them soon. Awesome, everyone. I hope to see you guys again. I've been live streaming for about a couple hours now, and I have to work. So if you're interested, there's tutorials on my link tree. You can check out my other channels, my other social media. I really am glad you guys are here as my passenger today, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Have an amazing Tuesday, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow on the live stream or any weekday from 8 till about that time of day in Eastern Standard Time. Catch you guys on the next one.